Hey guys, what's going on? BB Express coming at you one more time here Saturday evening with a small recap of the show I was at today, which was the annual Twins Fest, little charity for the Minnesota Twins, and not that they need the charity, but the Twins Community Fund does, and it helps raise money for the Twins Community Fund. It's a blast. They have a great turnout for autograph guests, from prospects to current stars to Hall of Famers. Unfortunately, we are losing those Hall of Famers, it seems, slowly but surely, but there's still some great ones around between Paul Molitor and Bert Blyleven and Rod Carew. Everybody tends to be in attendance. It's a great event. I this year did not do anything with autographs because with 3 hours of sleep, 3.5 hours of sleep, I didn't feel like sitting in lines for 3 and 4 hours long. So I just hit the show floor today and looked around. Unfortunately, I have nothing from the card scene to really show you. I did do a little Pack Wars with the new 2012 Elite Extra Edition. Very good looking cards. Love them. Unfortunately, really nothing to write home about yet, but there's some very nice stuff that comes out of that. I also did some pack warring of a couple of boxes of Contenders Football. No Kaepernick. I think little BB ended up getting a Jake Locker. That was cool. But beyond that, kind of uneventful. Little BB kind of took off and did his own thing. They had some yard ball for the kids, and he and his buddy that spent the night got to go and play some yard ball today at the stadium. So kind of a fun deal for the kids. So it was a relaxing day just to hit the floor and search and find some deals. So I ended up coming up with a few things. One of them I am absolutely super pumped for. Definitely was not in the market for this, but when I saw it, I was like, I have to have this item. Don't know what the hell I'm going to do with them, but I had to have it. So in any event, guys, my first find is, I haven't even taken it out yet, the Bob Feller Museum sets up at Twins Fest every year, and they always will have a guest there. This particular year, it was Maury Wills. I didn't really have any interest in Maury Wills, but a lot of the former players, like Frank Thomas and Yogi Berra and many others, signed for Bob Feller's museum to, again, charity, help the museum go. And one of them that I had a ball, but it was very faded. I actually got it when I was a kid, but I always wanted to get a real Major League Baseball with an auto that isn't bleeding all over the place. I wanted a ball that said Sweet Music. Some of you guys might know who that might be, but I settled on this one, Mr. Frank Viola, who was also signing at Twins Fest. Frank Viola, 87 World Series MVP. So very pleased with that. That is where the coin phrase "sweet music" came from, was that 87 season. So I'm pumped to add that. It was a nice little pickup. It was the last one actually left at the Bob Feller table. You can see a little hologram right there. Pretty cool. But there was the last one left, and I thought it was a steal at $30, considering a ball is $15. Now, Frank Viola was signing actually at Twins Fest for the first time that I can remember. However, he would not do inscriptions of any sort, and I would guess that the autograph was probably $15 to $20, and the line was probably 2 to 3 hours long. So definitely a score there. Unfortunately, I didn't get the face-to-face interaction, but Bob Feller certification is good enough for me. The other thing, once again, was not in the market for. What I was kind of in the market for is I was running around looking for a Yogi Berra. My Yogi Berra is almost faded to nothing. Picked it up probably 4 or 5 years ago. Nice big bold blue autograph. Major League ball. and unfortunately it's fading away, so I really wanted to pick that up because I know he's getting a little bit up there in age, and want to get to it before it goes crazy like Stan Musial's stuff is right now. And it was really, really expensive, in my opinion. For one thing, I'd love to get a Yogi with a Hall of Fame inscription, and did not see any of those. And one dealer that had a bunch of Yogis was saying that Yogi hasn't put Hall of Fame for many years and refuses to put Hall of Fame. So, going to do a little more research, see if that is indeed the case, if it's going to take an older Yogi to get that Hall of Fame inscription. But all the Yogis that I saw were anywhere between $80 and $130. Most of them didn't even have PSA for that. I think a couple of them did. So, did not get a Yogi Berra. But what I stumbled across was another ball that when I went downstairs last week, when I heard the news about Stan Musial, I couldn't remember if I had one in my collection or not. So I went downstairs, went through all the balls, and I did have a Stan Musial, which was cool, with PSA, so I was happy about that. But I was checking out the collection down there and noticed my Harmon Killebrew ball. And yes, I only had one Harmon Killebrew ball. I got many other things signed by him, but I only had one Sweet Spot auto of Killebrew. Got that thing signed probably 5-6 years ago, before I realized you want blue ink on a ball. I went ahead and got it signed with a black ballpoint pen, and guess what? Fading ever so slowly. It is inscribed HOF 84. Obviously, being a huge Twins fan, that is one of the big icons, and it's a must-have for a collection. So I stumbled upon this ball, and I was like, the price just blew me away, because you do not see many inscriptions like this. Most of them are HOF 84 or just plain and simply Harmon Killebrew, but I do not see many Harmon Killebrew 69 MVP. And this ball is just T-itties, as one Tommy Golf may say. Beautiful blue. And the other thing that was really awesome was that little PSA DNA all ready to go on the ball. In my opinion, that's got to be worth probably a $20 bill in itself. But the signature is just awesome. No fading, no skipping, no nothing. Clean. Again, wasn't in the market for it, but the price I could not pass. He had 85 on it. I got him down to 85. Being as you're at Twins Fest, it's typically a premium price on Twins autos, but why that guy let that thing go for 80 is beyond me. It's a beautiful ball, so I'm very, very pumped to add that to the collection. And then last but not least, the item that I said again I was not in the market for, completely stumbled by it. I absolutely love Kyle Rudolph. I think he's a freaking beast. Every game I watch and he catches balls, I just go, this guy could be unbelievable in the coming years. So I stumbled upon a set of gloves, game-used gloves from the Titans game this past year, and here they are. And again, it was the pair, which was cool, but what's really kick-ass about them is they are the breast cancer awareness, and obviously there's going to be way less of these than any other, but both gloves are signed, NFL Shield on there, inscribed game used. Unfortunately, the certificate of authenticity, it's a pretty big company here in the Twin Cities. I have to go to their shop in Minnetonka, which isn't far from my work, and get the certificate, but it's a nice certificate of him actually signing these gloves. Now the fun part for me will be to go back and see what he actually did in that game, and hope to God he wasn't injured and sat on the sidelines and these gloves were used to fiddle his nuts on the sidelines. But I don't think he was injured or anything that particular game. But very, very cool. Pink breast cancer. They do not have the Vikings thing on the inside, but you can see some use. Looks like maybe he caught one ball. Definitely some use, though. Probably not going to show up on the camera. Some scuffs, scrapes, etc. A little purple from the turf. And here's the other mitt. But really cool, and it's neat, too, to just see the size of the glove. You know what I mean? I didn't even look. Double X. Double X. Good hands. Mr. Kyle Rudolph. So again, I have no clue what I'm going to do with them. I stumbled upon them and I was like, I have to own these. So I'm thinking about like a shadow box of some sort. That's what I'm thinking. They also had something pretty cool, but out of my league. They had a pair of Everson Griffin pink breast cancer awareness cleats. It was $500, so I passed. They also had a pair of regular cleats of Harrison Smith, who I also think is going to be an absolute beast. But beginning as it was his rookie year, of course, they had those jacked up around 500 as well. So that is about it. Kyle Rudolph has a big game tomorrow. Maybe I could loan him some gloves, catch some balls. But they're mine now. So that's it, guys. Sorry for rambling. I said in the previous video, a little tired, but I was really excited to get home. I didn't get a lot today at the show. I had a lot of fun getting to meet a bunch of tubers, which was really, really cool. And just walking around, hanging out, checking things out. It was good times. So appreciate you guys watching the long video. Hopefully my autograph memorabilia junkies enjoyed. That is about it for now. Take care, everybody. Appreciate you watching. Have a great rest of the weekend. Peace!